Apparently, Diddy's lawyers are getting really, really desperate. Now they're going with the drugs made me do it. The drugs made me do it. Yeah, okay. This is from Us Weekly. Diddy's lawyers claim he might have been mentally capable to commit the crime, so he's on drugs. Oh, nice. Kind of up there with alcohol, or it's not my fault I crashed the car. I just got a little drunk, that's all. Really. Okay, this is what it says here. Start beginning from people from Us Weekly. Lawyers claim that he might not have been mentally capable to commit crimes. Sure. Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers are claiming the disgraced mogul may not have been mentally capable of committing the crimes of which he's been accused. Per documents obtained by people in Monday, April 28th, prosecutors filed a motion on Sunday, April 27th to dispute any testimony that might show Diddy, 55, did not have the mental capacity to commit the crimes he has been charged due to effects of drugs and or alcohol. This is getting tiring, folks. And once again, he's trying to use his money, his celebrity status, blah, blah, blah. Goes on to say, Diddy's trial is expected to begin in New York Monday, May 5th. The motion from the prosecution alleged references testimony from psychiatrist. If this is what I think it is, this is Dr. Eli Aon on the defense behalf. Prosecutors requested that the judge prevent the psychiatrist's testimony from being included in Diddy's trial. This is the person I think it is. Yeah, I'm going to look into it, make sure this is the person I think it is. I can't pronounce the person's name correctly, but this is who I think it is. Yeah, Diddy have a problem. Diddy has a serious problem. The notice testimony relates to the defendant's diminished capacity to form the men's the men's RE required to commit charge offenses, men's REA to commit charge offenses. In other words, a mental condition bearing on the issue of guilt. Sure. Prosecutor wrote in their filings according to the outlet. Diddy is getting treatment and therapy amid indictment, says attorney. Kind of too little too late there, folks? Yeah, after a few thousand lawsuits, a few thousand allegations, a few thousand accusations, and we don't forget the RICO charge slapped on him. That's an Avengers level threat there. Per the Legal Information Institute, men's REA, which translates to guilty mind, refers to the mental state of defendant. To convict someone, prosecutor must be able to prove a defendant not only committed the crime, but also has men's REA, meaning the prosecution must prove beyond a reasonable doubt for defendant committed the offense with a capable state of mind. The man ran an empire. For example, El Capo, he had an insanely huge empire. This man did not run the empire while high 24/7. He needed a sharp, clear mind to run his empire. Diddy's no different. He has a very cold, calculating, dangerous mind. Let's see. Goes on to say, the prosecution's motion alleged hinted at Aon's testimony, which redacted in the filing, suggested Diddy's mental capacity was impacted by the effects of drugs and alcohol. Of course, they're going to use it as an excuse. Will you use it as a loophole? Come on. In objection to Aon's testimony, prosecutors wrote, a defendant tends to introduce expert evidence relating to a mental disease or defect or any other mental condition a defendant bearing on the issue of guilt. He must provide notice to the government. On September 24th, Diddy was indicted on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering after being arrested in New York City. According to the 14-page indictment obtained by Us Weekly, he alleged abuse, threatened, and coerced women and others around him. No kidding. Attorney addresses report Diddy on suicide watch in prison because now all his power he had is being snatched away from him. So of course he's going to be on that suicide watch. The indictment claimed that some of the alleged incidents carried out to fulfill Diddy's sexual desires, protect his reputation, and conceal his conduct dates back to 2009. Diddy has denied all allegations against him. He's currently behind bars at the Metropolitan Detention Center in Brooklyn, New York, as he awaits trial, which is not too long now. In fact, I believe it starts next week. How crazy is that? We are disappointed with the decision to pursue what we believe is unjust prosecution of Mr. Combs by the U.S. Attorney's Office. Diddy's lawyer, Mark Agnifilio, told us in a statement in September 2024, Sean Diddy Combs is a music icon, self-made entrepreneur, loving family man, proven philanthropist who has spent the last 30 years building an empire, adoring his children, and working to uplift the black community. He is an imperfect person, but he's no criminal. No, he's a very dangerous being, period. But that way it pays the attorneys to do, protect him. That's pretty deep, that's pretty dark, folks, but it's also pretty dumb. You gonna blame drugs or alcohol for him being a criminal? Sure, okay. But what are your thoughts on this, folks? I know that's a slap in the face to anybody who's coming from drugs or alcohol. That's a slap in the face. So what's your thoughts on it, folks? Let me know in the comments down below. Peace.